the money on the side. Give me my money up front. Hey, if you wouldn't take a discount to stay at, if Deborah or John, the maintenance man, needed a raise, would you give up some of your money? Hell no. Those people in sports are at work. People have died on the football field. So miss me with that, man. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Barnaby Jones, and the rest of the Jones family, y'all need to
sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
now. It was a couple. Now people talking about Melvin Gordon, and I know it's gonna sound like I'm contradicting myself. I'm not. Melvin Gordon is an off the injured running back. I like him. He's a very talented ball player at a great University of Wisconsin program. He is a very productive back, but he is not a top flight running back. He's not on the level of an Ezekiel Elliott. He's not on the level of a Le'Veon Bell and things of that nature. I understand that he wants more money. And I get it, Melvin. You think you deserve more money. And you only worth what you think you worth. Like my cousin used to say, you only sexy as you think you are. So Melvin Gordon, the problem with Melvin is, Melvin, you stay hurt all the time. And you making $4 million and them people offering you 10, and this is a year before the money up. I think you tripping, Melvin, because let's be honest. Melvin started off your career missing 3 games, and you got 600 yards. Next year, you missed 5 games, and you got 900 yards. The following year, you played the whole season, and you got 1,100 yards. And then last year, you missed 4 games, and you got 800 yards. So if you think you deserve the extra $3 million that Le'Veon Bell and Ty Gurley and these dudes getting for playing 16 games and making it to the playoffs, I'm sorry, Melvin. 10 is right about where you need to be. Do I think you need more? Do I think you should hold out for more? You should hold out for much as you think you can get. But I think Melvin Gordon is I think he's tripping a little bit, man. But hey, Melvin, hold out for as long as you can, for as much as you can, because when them damn checks run out, the damn people who own the San Diego, the Los Angeles Chargers, they ain't gonna be at your crib talking about, me, we got some on your lights. They're gonna be like, hey, we paid you, get your ass out of here. Now, in better news, Hines Ward was just hired by the New York Jets by their coach Crazy Eyes, and big ups to him, man. I like that. Anytime you see your brother get a lick, take that lick and fly with it, man. Bill O'Brien, he gets the award for the dumbest ass in the world. Bill O'Brien is living proof why you should not let the coach be the general manager. Bill O'Brien traded for a player in Laramie Tunsil from the Miami Dolphins, and they got my man Kenny Stills from the Dolphins. Stills is signed for the next few years. They need another receiver. Good move. Laramie Tunsil is ended this year, and they needed a left tackle. But he didn't get this dude on an extension, so he can pack up and walk next year. So Bill O'Brien, horrible job. You also traded to Davion Clowney because my personal belief is you got emotionally attached to the conversation. That's why you need a general manager. This dude has too much power, and he's exercising the power in the wrong way. Bill O'Brien, you did a great thing by getting Laramie Tunsil, because my second favorite quarterback, which is Deshaun Watson, was sacked 68 times last year. In 16 games, y'all, 68 times a 300-pound man fell on this brother. 16 games. That's 4 times a game. That's 1 a quarter. And that's just the sacks, not the knockdowns. Laramie Tunsil will secure that left side and make it easier for him to play, but you lost one of the better defenders, traded him to the Seahawks along with draft picks. Look, people, I understand everybody want to do things the Patriot way, but you not Bill Belichick, and Texas ain't in New England. You need to sit your ass down, because you're making an ass of yourself, Bill O'Brien. Next up is, I told y'all last week that Shady McCoy was going to get cut. This is why I'm on Twitter hard. Y'all need to join me. I say thanks for Tree for being in the building. Trey Naturals, follow Sister Tree. But like I was saying, Shady McCoy was subsequently let go by the Buffalo Bills and picked up by his former coach Andy Reid. I told y'all how this is gonna go down. I got insiders. I ain't saying I'm somebody, but I'm somebody. It's gonna be interesting. Patrick, my homeboy, is gonna be killing it again. Big ups to him. And just to show you what I meant earlier in the show when I said sometimes the bros be a little too hard on other brothers. Rob Parker brought up the most nonsensical stat in the history of stats. Yeah, he only threw 10 interceptions. But what about he only threw 13 interceptions and 50 touchdowns. But they said 10 of his interceptions was dropped. Who the hell cares? Well, if they would have caught him, if my father had breasts, he'd have been my mama. But he didn't, so he my father. We not living in the world of what if. Now, before I give y'all my picks of the week, and I'm gonna keep track of my picks all year and give you a running tally. Hopefully, I end up with a number that make it seem like I know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Miami Dolphins. A lot of people are disappointed in the Miami Dolphins, and they're saying that they're tanking. But I don't think that they're tanking, so to speak. The reason I'm saying this is this. When you're tanking, there is no change in culture. Again, talking to people on Twitter, NFL insiders, and people who are in the know, according to these men, even before they allegedly started tanking, the Miami Dolphins had the worst culture in all of football. These men told me, this man, he's a big-time NFL insider, he told me that the Miami Dolphins had the worst work ethic in sports. I believe the brother Brian Lopez, I think that's his name, Brian Lopez, got down there and through training camp was seeing if he could change the culture. Yeah, what's up, Chief?
Don't do the motherfucking picks by yourself. Do some competition.
Well,
go ahead and talk about what you're talking about. I ain't going.
Okay. What was I finna say? Oh yeah. Brian Lopez. I think he got down there and realized that it wasn't just rumor that these people didn't practice right. They don't have a work ethic down there. And if you look at their record over the last 10 or 15 years, it says that something ain't right. So I believe what Brian Lopez is doing is keeping what they used to, because he's from the Bill Parcells tree. And they used to have this term called, he's a Parcells guy, meaning he's the type of guy that could play for Bill Parcells. I think Brian Lopez is down there looking at these dudes like, well, y'all supposed to be the leaders of the team, and y'all not working hard as I think y'all should. So, y'all got to get the hell up out of here. And that's why I think he got rid of a lot of those dudes, because, like, you can use Michael Irvin as an example. Michael Irvin said he was very upset when he got to the league and they lost, and there was people in his locker room saying, don't worry about it, Mike, we still getting paid. I think some of these guys that he got rid of, I still feeling that way. Now, don't think I'm stupid enough to believe he didn't have something personal going on with Kenny Stills, because Kenny Stills talked about the balls, and Kenny Stills talked about Jay-Z, and this dude grew up in a neighborhood that Jay-Z grew up in. He might even know him. So, I do believe that Lopez is trying to change the culture to a winning culture in Miami. So instead of calling it tanking, if anybody, Chief Rocker could attest to it, when Parcells got to the Giants, a bunch of people got cut. When Jimmy Johnson got to the Cowboys, a bunch of people got cut. When both of them went to the Dolphins, a bunch of people got cut. When both of them went to the Cowboys, a bunch of people got cut. You got to cut people who are just there for a check, or they're not living up to their billing, and then start off with your guys. He got the backing of the general manager, who's a brother too, and the vice president of player personnel, who's also a brother. So I don't think Brian Lopez is tanking. I think he's just clearing the deck and getting Brian Lopez players in there. With that being said, me and the number one chief rocker, who don't drink no cheap vodka, about to do these picks. What's good, Chief?
Man, ain't shit good, man. Shit, I found out some bad news today, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now. But besides that, my health is alright, but life just threw me a curveball today, but I'm gonna get up the bat and try to knock the motherfucker out the fence.
You gonna choke up on the back. I got Coach Clay Davis, Coach Calvici. What's that? Calvici Davis. Clay Davis in the building. Much love. All right, Chief.
That's Tennessee fan too.
Oh, you're a Tennessee fan too?
He gonna cuss me out. But yeah, man, go ahead and run down the picks, man.
Jacoby Brissett for negotiating his own deal. Shout out to Jacoby Brissett, because if you know what you're worth, you don't need nobody to get 5% of what the hell you gonna get. Big up to him for that.
With the coach. He heard his mama do it, man.
Yeah.
He said he always told his mama that when I make it big, you making it big.
Right.
And she going to school right now to learn how to be an agent.
That's what's
up. You know
up.
what I'm saying? Getting them numbers and all together. That's what's up, man. But he ain't got to worry about dealing with no Gentile. He fuck his money up, man.
Exactly.
That's real.
All right, Chief, man. First on the docket is my hometown team, the Chicago Bears, in Chicago, night after tomorrow, battling the much-hated Green Bay Packers. To that, you say what?
I got Chicago, man, because I always said when they got Mr. Mack last year, they should have did something last year. But then they had that 2-cent-ass punter, not punter, but field goal kicker. They did something. But I got Chicago.
Okay, I got Chicago too. Next up is the Tennessee Titans versus them sorry-ass Cleveland Browns with Faker will fail.
Give me Tennessee, man, because I still don't believe in all that talent they got in Cleveland that they can do anything with the coaching staff they got.
I definitely understand that, but I am going to go with Cleveland. I totally agree with you because Faker will fail is overrated, and that's a rookie coach. But the coach down there in Tennessee does not know how to handle the brother Marcus Mariota. Therefore, he's not going to be able to live up to his true abilities, and he's been looking very mediocre in this preseason. So that's why I'm going with Faker will fail in the Cleveland Browns because they're not utilizing Marcus, and that Cleveland Brown defense ain't no joke. All right?
Okay.
I got next up.
That defense ain't no joke either, bro.
Yeah, but they ain't going to be able to score no damn points.
You don't have no faith in old boy running the ball for Tennessee?
Big Henry? Henry out of Alabama?
He took a whole Jacksonville team one game to try to get him down.
I don't have no faith in that dumbass coach, Mark Raven.
So the coach gonna fuck the decision up. Right?
Yeah, because he don't know how to. He's not gonna be able to utilize them, man. I don't have no faith in him.
Okay, I got you.
All right.
That's one win more I'm gonna have than you.
Okay.
All right, move on.
I got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Dolphins, and we both got the Ravens.
Oh yeah, shit. The Dolphins ain't gonna win no game and shit, but they got that brother down there on the lane too, man.
Oh no, I'm telling you, he got some brothers running it down there, and I think they just saying we try to get people who believe in our system instead of that dumbass coach up there with the Jets and the dude before him who fired Ocho Cinco. I think they getting rid of all his players because they said, like the dude I told you I be talking to on Twitter, he said that they had the worst practices ever. He went to a practice and was like, what the hell are they doing? That's before Lopez got down there. And he said, he told me since Lopez been down there, They've been running around there like they back on fire. So that's why I'm rolling.